could you introduce us all to what the Dallas Mavericks are doing so stupendously during the last month or so? And also, I have a follow-up question which really intrigues me, and I will really be interested in what you have to reply to that. But first of all, the stage is yours.
Well, there's a couple of things why Dallas Mavericks are playing better and better basketball right now. One thing is behind you, and it's Luka Doncic.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about him. We will be talking about him, and he's getting into the playoff form that he had like not so long ago. It becomes clear that the off season wasn't enough for Luka Doncic, and he wanted just to rest. He didn't came into the game best shape, both physically and maybe I would say mentally. I hate those analysis of the game when you say, "Oh, this player is locked in, and that's why he's playing well." But with Luka, it really looks like when he just wants to press the pedal, he can run the best offense in the league, or be the best offensive players at least in the league. So I watch both games against Grizzlies, and Grizzlies were on really hot run before the first game, and I thought that, well, they have to win this against Dallas Mavericks, and they lost. And they lost not on because of the menacing offense Dallas Mavericks had. Oh, I will be using the word menacing a lot right now, but I think they lost it because Mavs really played uncomfortable defense against Grizzlies, and it's really outstanding that the team, basically you could say the same core of the team that had a best offensive rating of all time a couple of seasons ago, they have the 21st offense in the league right now, according to Basketball Reference offense rating, and 4th best defense in the league. And why I think and how I think they have the 4th best defense in the league right now, and it's I mind you, it's the best defensive 4th best defensive rating, not the points allowed per game, not this statistic. This is per 100 possessions. They are second slowest team in the NBA. So, for example, Memphis Grizzlies, they have a lot of talent on the counterattacks, on the fast breaks. Sorry, counterattacks are the football term, and players like Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr. also really quick. Desmond Bane also really good on the counterattacks, and they cut off those possibilities by playing just slower pace game. And with Luka Doncic, Jason Kidd just trusts that he will make a good decision at the end of attack. And it's working quite well. Of course, by this time in Luka's career, if we counting the amazing playoffs he had last year and even the year before, if we have count in mind the best amazing second season, maybe one of the best second seasons in the NBA of all time that he had. Well, I thought that Dallas Mavericks will be the powerhouse of the West Conference right now. Well, they're not. They're maybe in the same place they were when they drafted Luka Doncic, maybe a bit better. But that's not due to Luka. That's due to poor decisions like trading Seth Curry for Josh Richardson, maybe trading for Kristaps Porzingis wasn't such a good idea overall. But they are playing better than I expected, actually, before the season, and I'm quite happy about that. And the last thing I found really interesting, that the most used lineup that played 103 minutes in this season are Luka Doncic, Dorian Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway Jr., Kristaps Porzingis, and Powell. And they have minus 16 points per 100 possession negative rating, so it's really not so good. Second most used lineup.
That's terrible. That's
yes.
not so good. It's just wow.
Second most used lineup, which consists of the same players, just replaced Porzingis with Jalen Brunson, has plus 9.8 rating, and they played 94 minutes, so basically the same amount of time that the other lineup did. So Jalen Brunson is really revelation for Dallas Mavericks this season. it's really interesting what they will be doing with him off season, because I think he will be getting some 15-20 million dollars per season
He's
offers from.
also he was the first client of then basketball agent Leon Rose, the
Okay.
current head of the New York Knicks,
And New York Knicks could use the hell out of him.
and he was his the very first
Okay,
client.
that's
So,
really
yeah,
interesting.
that's a connection that a lot of people have already made, and there is said to be a huge amount of interest from the New York Knicks in Jalen Brunson.
And I don't want to say that Kristaps Porzingis is like negative player and etc. For example, the lineup with most used lineup with Brunson, Doncic, Finney-Smith, Maxi Kleber, and Kristaps Porzingis, it has plus 12.6 points per 100 possessions. So, well. It's really hard to find the best lineup actually for Dallas Mavericks, and they need to do that, because right now I have no idea what their closing lineup would be. Would it consist Kristaps? Would it be Jalen Brunson with Luka Doncic together? I don't know.
When we are discussing the current encouraging results by the Dallas Mavericks, we have to point out one more thing that we were really skeptical about before the season, but Jason Kidd is able to really create a defensive identity for the team, which this team hasn't had in a long time. They're number 4 in defense right now when it comes to the entire season. They have been number 1 in January, and with a huge gap between them and the Phoenix Suns in number 2. And the last time the Dallas Mavericks had the top 10 defense, not even top 5, just the top 10 defense in the league, was in 2011 and 12,
When
a
Jason
decade ago.
Kidd played himself.
Yeah, I guess he did. After winning the title, he played one more season there before
Oh,
leaving
okay.
for the Knicks.
I'm
not
sure,
100% sure, but in any case, Rick Carlisle never had like a really good defensive outfit in the past decade.
Yeah, he played.
Yeah, he did. That was his final season in Dallas.